You're right. Okay.
It's
The Environmental Concerns, Real Property Tax Services Committee meeting. Can I have somebody approve the minutes from our last minute? Supervisor Bean, second by Supervisor Strainer. I'll open up the floor, privilege of the floor for anyone. Oh, I do that all the time. Could I have a vote on approving the minutes?
Aye.
All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's okay, so moved. Privilege of the floor. Okay, we do not have any action items on our agenda, but we do have Matt Smith here today from the Climate Smart. He is coordinator for Warren County, and he's going to give us an update on what's happening with the Climate Smart Task Force.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, members of the committee. I just have a couple updates for the Climate Smart Task Force. The first being the bronze recertification effort. We have submitted our application, submitted it at the beginning of June. We submitted with the number of points necessary to be recertified as bronze. We are now just waiting for the official announcement from the state to hear whether we're recertified or not. Historically, last year they announced what would be this Friday, so 3 weeks after the due date for the application. So I'm keeping an eye on that, and when I hear something, I'll let everyone know. Second thing is the Climate Smart Task Force meeting that we had in May. We had 16 total participants at that meeting. We had county departmental staff, we had municipal staff, and we had members of the public. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming to that meeting. The discussion and the summary of that meeting is on the County Climate Smart Task Force webpage. Third thing is grant opportunities. So there is a specific Climate Smart Communities grant program through DEC, New York State. We're evaluating the eligible projects for that, seeing if there are any opportunities that align with the county priorities. Previously last year, we submitted this grant working with Scott Royal and DPW for the composting pilot facility. That was a successful application. So we're looking at this grant again to see if there are any opportunities for another submission. The last thing is I'd like to just thank Josh Drainoff and the Capital District Regional Planning Commission for all their help with the application and the recertification effort. They provided a lot of technical assistance and knowledge, which has been incredibly helpful. CDRPC also just finished up their community level greenhouse gas inventory. You can now see the greenhouse gas emissions for the entirety of the capital region, as well as on a county level, on a town level, village, and a city level. It's incredibly useful data to have, and I'd like to thank them for that effort as well. Josh has been incredibly helpful with the Climate Smart Communities program. So any communities that would like to have or have a Climate Smart Community program, would like assistance, I encourage you to please reach out to Josh Drainoff and the Capital District Regional Planning Commission. Those are all the updates that I have for today. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any questions for Matt? No? Okay, Matt, I just want to applaud you for, I know you've put a lot of time into the bronze recertification, and we'll be anxious to hear when that comes through. Thank you. All right. Anything for discussion? Not Lexi?
I would love to add something. I know back in the beginning of June, I was out on the road posting properties for the auction. I did send most of the town supervisors a list, or I actually had my deputy, Kristen, send that list out to you guys. We still have a lot of parcels in our auction, or not our auction yet, but still in the foreclosure process. So if you have any time, please try to go through the list. If there's anybody that you may know that's on the list, maybe reach out to them. Or if you have contact information for any of them, please feel free to give it to me. I am in the process of looking up phone numbers to try to be able to contact some of them. So I just wanted to put that out there. There's pretty close still to about 200 parcels. So high 100s that are still in, and we're halfway through June. So they do have until the end of July to pay. But I just wanted to put that out there for y'all.
Great. And you said you've sent that list.
I did to anybody that's a town supervisor. The Kristen McEwen is who the email would have come from. It was forwarded out to you all in the beginning of June.
Okay, great, thank you.
Related question, what happens after July? Have we had people in the past pay after July?
That I'm gonna refer to our county attorneys. I don't know if you want to speak to Attorney Briggs.
We have had people that have petitioned the court. Most often, if they get in front of the judge and they have the money, the judge will just say, take their money. Attorney Elman and I have spoken at length about moving forward with severing certain parcels once we move forward with the judge, because once after that last day to redeem, we can move forward with a judgment to foreclose, which is our plan. If there are anybody that comes forward with concerns with, hey, I'm in the middle of an estate like an estate action, stuff like that, we actually have an option to sever them, which, to make it simple, they're still technically in foreclosure. They just wouldn't be in that initial wave of judgment. But if people don't contact us, if we don't know that, say they need a month, 2 months to sell their house, to pay their tax, like if we have no knowledge of that, we can't offer that. We're not going to just blindly offer that to people. And again, this is not a get out of jail free card either, because it's still, their severed motion would run concurrent. So they're still technically in a tax foreclosure. So it doesn't get them out of it. But what it would do is give them grace, if that makes sense.
It does. My concern, I've vocalized this before, is that these loopholes and people find a way and it becomes multiple years that they owe the county tax. And somehow they escape foreclosure.
So that's kind of why we are going forward with a severance, is that we're not looking at years. It would not give them that amount of time. We would be looking at maybe a few months.
Don't we have some people that have been in arrears for multiple years?
We have a few parcels like that. Most of them are people who are constantly in and out of bankruptcy. That's one of the big issues we have been looking to tackle. I would say it's difficult because bankruptcy court is a federal court, so they will hold supremacy over any type of tax foreclosure action we try to levy against them. There might be ways to move forward, but ultimately it's tricky when it comes to bankruptcy.
All right, thank you.
Christine, do you have something to?
No, I was just here for added color. I think we're good.
Righty. Any other questions? No? Motion to adjourn? Mr. Dean and Mr. E2, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank